Hey everybody, this is Mark from Xmas315. Welcome to 2023. Behind me, we're going to build a PC, a gaming PC, for a co-worker. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so behind me are the parts that are going to be turned into a gaming PC. And it all started with this piece right here. A friend of mine gave me this GeForce RTX 3060 Ti. It is out of an Omen, but it's still a 3060 Ti, and it's still going to be a great card for this entry-level gaming PC. Along the way, I also picked up an MSI Wi-Fi adapter. I put in an M.2, a 256 gigabyte M.2 by Silicon Power. I picked up this 16 gigabytes of G.Skill RAM off of Facebook Marketplace. The cooler came with the motherboard, which also came with the processor. It's a Ryzen 1600, which is first gen, but I mean it came with an MSI Tomahawk B350 motherboard, which is a couple generations old, but it's still going to do the job great, especially for a coworker of mine whose son wanted a gaming PC, but they weren't sure where to go, and they wanted to go to Best Buy. And since I had some time on my hands, I figured I'd try and pick up some of these parts and build something at least a little better than Best Buy would offer. There may be a slight bottleneck in the 1600 with the 3060 Ti, but there's also an upgrade path with the AM4, which I like. And obviously we could pick up a motherboard and switch that around and get another CPU, but to get them started with PC gaming, I think this is the best route I went. We also picked up this Agris M1 mid-tower PC gaming case off of Amazon. Usually I go with DIY PC cases, but in this case it was a little cheaper and I liked the way it looked. We also have a RGB fan kit with UpHere. And we have a 2 terabyte Western Digital. I know most people use Seagate now, but Western Digital is still pretty good. We're going to go ahead and build this. Most of it will be on camera, but I won't be talking anymore to get this out of the way. Hopefully they enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Peace. Alright, so here we go. We're getting into the gaming part of the video, and this is my favorite part. I don't know if it's yours or not. I did want to throw a build video out there, and I know with YouTube's new algorithm you got to keep it under 10 minutes, so I was only able to throw a few games on here because I was more focused on putting the build part of the video on. So first off is God of War, and you can see that it's hitting right around 60, under 60 I'll say. I did test this game in 1440p and 1080. I also ran Assassin's Creed, Cyberpunk, PUBG, Sniper Elite, GTA 5, excuse me. I tried lower end games like Among Us, Roblox, but these are some of the games that I just threw on the video at random that you'll see. And most of you know that was the intro. I didn't really get too much into the game because I just kind of wanted to grasp maybe an average of what it's going to look like playing it in 1440p. Next up is Hitman 3, and it's hitting at 3 times the amount that the last video game was. That's mainly because I think that God of War just has more graphic demand than Hitman 3. Not that Hitman 3 doesn't have a lot of detail in the game. The RAM's holding up pretty well. It's using most of it. Again, 16 gigabytes is minimum. But for $439, I think it was a pretty good build. That's minus the graphics card, of course. So we'll go ahead and say it was a $740 build USD. But still pretty good build. Last up, Fortnite. Now again, there's an upgrade path with the graphics card, the 3060 Ti. There is a bottleneck of about 28% when I looked it up online with a bottleneck calculator. Excuse me. You could go B550 with a 5900X. That would bring that bottleneck down to about under 10% at least. I think it was around 8% when I checked. Definitely upgrade the RAM to maybe 32 gigs. That's going to get a smoother video editing. I don't know about gaming right now, but it wouldn't hurt to throw that 32 gigs in just to future proof. But all in all, I was pretty impressed with what I could get on the used market. The motherboard processor came with the cooler, so that was a bundle. And like I said, I had the graphics card from a Christmas gift given to me. I picked up the RAM on Facebook Marketplace. And I did pick up a new power supply. The power supply I was originally going to use was a used one, but I didn't want to take a chance, so I went ahead and picked up that new power supply. I did want an EVGA one, but unfortunately I was being kind of cheap, and Midweek Madness did not have a 650 watt that I was willing to pay $80 for. So I think the power supply cost me about $60. The case was $50, and the UpHere fan kit, which comes with a remote, was around $20. The crucial Silicon Power M.2 and the Western Digital 2 terabyte hard drive cost me around $40 total for both of those. So it was pretty good. I didn't include tax or shipping because I'm not going to charge them tax or shipping, so we're just going to keep it at that. But I was impressed, especially in 2023, where obviously you could get an Xbox, you could get a PlayStation, but PC offers so much more. And since my co-worker's son wanted to get into PC gaming, I thought, what better time than to go ahead and build it, since I had that 3060 Ti, which does take a lot of the cost out of the build. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you disliked it, hit that dislike button. Throw any comments you got down below. Let me know what I could have did better. And make sure you hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with any videos I drop in the future. Thanks for watching. Peace.